welcome back to the Futureprint Tech Fest. Our next session is really quite interesting, both because it's a theme of collaboration, creativity, personalization. The title is called When the World Revolves Around You, and that gives us a really good clue. Joining me is Alan Bridger and Stefan Orr. They are co-managing directors of, or joint managing directors of a business called Paragon, which is a new business. So we're going to discover lots about this exciting new joint venture. So welcome to you both. Welcome, Alan.
Well, thank you. Glad to be here, Marcus.
Brilliant. And you're in the UK. And Stefan, where are you? Where are you dialing in from?
Hi, Marcus. I'm coming from Switzerland, living here in the center of Switzerland, and happy to be here.
Fantastic. Okay, so you're joining us both. So what we're gonna do is have a discussion around a few questions that we have about Paragon, and also some of the kind of cool innovations that you're bringing to market. So I think we're going to begin by asking Alan a really basic one to begin with. What was the rationale behind this JV between SIL, which is Stefan's represents SIL as well, and Tricord, which is what your business,
Exactly. So it really is a very natural concept. Zeal have a huge amount of experience in producing film and coatings. Tricord have a lot of experience and were the founders of a print process called high definition microfusion, which is a print process that enables customers to print onto any 3D surface. And the film and the print machine are the two major parts of the complete solution. We've been working with SIL for around about, or Tricord's been working with Zeal for around about 2 years, and Zeal have developed this amazing film that is a fantastic complement to our print process. It creates a wrap around products that enable a great transfer of images onto products. And so when we met them over the past year or so, we started speaking about how we can work closer together. And a joint venture seemed to be the natural vehicle for us to really be able to bring a full solution to the customer. And that's what it's all really about. It's about providing excellent customer service and about providing the full print solution to customers. So bringing Tricord and Zeal together to form Paragon, enables us to deliver that full print solution to our customers.
Brilliant. And this is quite new, isn't it, to market? So when did you form the JV? And actually, because you're in two different countries, where is it located?
So the JV is very new. It was only registered in May, so it's it's literally, the ink's only just about dry. The joint venture is registered in Germany, so it's Paragon GmbH. Even though Zeal is a Swiss company and Tricord is a British company, but we've had the company registered in Germany, and that's for a good reason. That's where Zeal's operational base is. It's based in Düren, so it's good to be very close to Zeal, where they have extensive R&D facilities as well as where the film is made. But also we have a base over in Fiskville, over in Rhode Island in the USA, which it's a conversion center that Zeal own, and we'll be having a Paragon base there as well. And that will enable us to store film over there and deliver next day delivery to our customers. So again, it's about customer service. But even though we said that the company is registered in Germany, we're already international. So we have people based in Switzerland, Stefan, the sales manager based there as well. We have salespeople over in the US, in Fiskville. I'm based in the UK, so we have people in Germany. So it's a very multinational organization already.
Off the bat, straight away, which is brilliant. So it's obviously, we'll come on to the kind of cool applications and so on in a bit, but what is the kind of vision for Paragon?
So I think our motto, which is the world revolves around you, really states what our vision is. And our vision really is to bring personalization to the masses. The digital revolution which is going on and the move away from analog really does enable everybody to have a personalized whatever. So a personalized pair of shoes, a personalized watch, personalized toaster, personalized water bottles. And that's really our view that, people do want choice now, and particularly over the past 2 years when we've seen the impact of COVID, everybody's shopping online, and people expect there to be an infinite choice on everything they buy. And that's really what Perigon is driving towards. And that really rolls out into two different dimensions. So the first one would be, if you go online and want to pick a pair of shoes, you can do that, but you're no longer constrained by red, blue, black, yellow, whatever color shoes. With our process, now you can have a pair of shoes with a leopard skin on, if that's your thing, with a photograph of you on the front, with a signature on the side. And that's really what Perigon technology wants to bring you, so that you can have a very bespoke pair of shoes or water bottle or anything. And that can be, you can have a retailer can sell 5,000 of these, and 5,000 can all be individual. So it's about bringing choice to the customer. And the second stream really is about finishing close to the customer. So if you look again at what the traditional model of operating, again, we'll keep to shoes. So if a retailer wants to launch a new design of shoes, he'll need 20 sizes, which is the typical size range for children, women's, men's. You may have 10 designs, and then we'll have to keep maybe 100 in stock of each type of shoe. And then you're up to 20,000 units you hold in inventory, because you can't really have a stock out. At the end of that cycle, you have to have, price downs to dispose of the shoes, or they end up in landfill or something. So it's a very wasteful process, and you can lose a lot of money. With our process, what we're saying is, you bring across white blank shoes from wherever they're having made, probably in Asia, that's still where the majority are made. You bring them to your home market, and then you print more or less on the forecast to that shop. So instead of then having 20 different designs, you have one blank canvas, and you print the shoes more or less to forecast. So your SKUs could drop down from 20,000 down to 3,000 or 4,000. You're also not going to have end of stock lines or price downs or landfills. So it's about finishing close to customers, about eliminating waste, and it's about having a far more efficient and eco-friendly supply chain.
Brilliant. Yeah, so it's got a lot of potential. I can sense already. It's quite exciting in terms of mixing what you get from Asia and then customizing locally. Sounds great. Question now for you, Stefan, is as a business, how do you intend to serve the market? So obviously you've launched. What's the response been like? So two questions really. How do you intend to serve the market, and what's the response been like?
So the focus of Perigon and our products and the solutions we have are mainly on 6 big markets. So this is, for example, footwear, where we enable brands to personalize and to design shoes. This is an example of a cooperation we have with a big manufacturer and brand. Alan maybe highlights that later on. That's a project together with Under Armour. So this is an example from the shoe business that we are developing. We are also very active in electronics and domestic appliance or white goods. White goods has not to be white. So this is our motto here. And another market that we develop is sports and lifestyle, where we also enable brands to mass customize products for sports and lifestyle applications. We also address our solutions to the bottle industry, particularly glass bottles or stainless steel bottles, as we have developed here as an example. And we are looking into kitchen and interior design, because also here the design trends are very, very strongly increasing. And for sure, the very classical applications when it comes to print on demand, where we are active, where we are maybe able to print marks. So these are the core markets that we address. And for each of the market segments, we have a dedicated salesperson. They are locally sitting, as Alan said, in UK, in Germany, or in US. And that's very strong, because this was not possible before. And beside that, we have 3 facilities, where we have an experience center where customers can come in, because the technology is very new. and we can demonstrate, we can create prototypes, we can create samples and convince and show how capable and strong the technology is. And for sure, our products are locally available. So we have a very strong supply chain.
Excellent. And
this is how we serve the markets.
This is, brilliant. It means it gives you the breadth of service across a wide geographical area, which would be hard if you were a complete startup. Obviously, in news, you've got the fresh, dynamic kind of innovation mixed with a kind of large structure and support and so on. So that's really positive on both levels. How's the response been from the market? So obviously you launched it's quite early days, I know, but how has the response been?
Yeah, absolutely. There are maybe two elements to talk about. On the one hand side, so mass customization, individualization, and the demand for style and design are definitely very, very big trends in advanced and industrial regions. So our solution fits perfectly, and this is also what we receive so as feedback. So whenever we approach customers, they are really amazed by the possibilities, and this leads to a full pipeline, so to say, with really big and small customers. Whoever we approach at the moment, the feedback we receive is really, really positive. On the other hand side, from existing customers we also get the feedback about the JV and the constellation that they really appreciate to have the local support from an Paragon team, and they really appreciate the supply chain that is clearly a strong element because it simplifies. We do not have to ship the material and have to wait overseas, etc. So it's locally available in days, and that's also very, very good feedback we received about the joint venture.
Brilliant. You've shown a couple of applications there. They're very different in terms of the surface and also the shape. What materials can actually be printed using this? What is the different materials that you can use when printing?
So we can directly print plus minus all materials with a very low melting point. So these are most polymers. So other materials like ceramics or steel or wood must be pretreated before we can print to.
Okay, so it's
in general, we can say we can plus minus print on all kind of materials.
Yeah, and that's exciting, isn't it? That really opens up a massive kind of potential for lots of different applications. You mentioned the pre-treatment. What does this sort of pre-treatment of materials involve?
So pre-treatment means that we have to apply a coating to the product. For example, if we have a stainless steel bottle, we have to apply a coating to the product, and the coating allows the fixation of the ink. That's an ink receptive coating, and the coating is applied maybe in around 15 or 20 micron thickness, and is attached to the ceramics or to the stainless steel.
Right. Okay. Brilliant. And can you print on all polymers? Is that possible?
So when it comes to the polymers, as we have it here with the Barcol or all these products, we can print on a lot of polymers that have an TG or melting point of around 140 degrees. But this is really a big part, a majority of the polymers that are currently used for all the applications.
And you can print on all shapes and sizes by the looks of things. Is that
yeah,
feasible?
That's really a super big advantage of our technology, that we really can apply our technology on many different sizes, products, and very, very complex shapes. So also, if you look to the shoe, you have different heights, different forms, and the technology and our film just wraps around, and therefore very, very complex shapes are possible.
Yeah, brilliant.
One element we have to consider is the size, because all of our ovens and our printing technology is custom made, and so we can adjust our technology on the needs. That means if we have customers who want to print small buckles, then we can adjust the ovens, and we have also customers who are printing really big, huge parts. Then maybe the technology looks a bit bigger. But this is really we adjust our technology to the needs of the customers.
Okay, brilliant. One for you, Alan, is print and software. Is the process suitable for mass production? Because it sounds brilliant for customization, but is it suitable for mass production?
It is, yeah. So within the range, we have a series of different machines that will basically accommodate all different types of sizes and scales of print applicators. So we have, a smaller machine called the Perigon 1000, which is more or less used for in-store. So this can print, for example, one pair of shoes at a time. And that's the one which currently Under Armour use in their stores at the moment. And that can, that is very much for smaller applications, not big runs, but very much for personalized applications. We then have the Perigon 2000 machine, which has 2 trays running at any one time. And that can produce around about 20 cycles per hour. And that's, within that machine, you can fit about 3 pairs of shoes. So then you're up to around about 60 pairs of shoes being printed per hour. And that's probably our most popular machine at the moment, used in a lot of print-on-demand companies and a lot of companies who produce printing items such as hairbrushes, stainless steel bottles, these sort of applications. We now have our biggest and fastest machine being produced. That will be launched in July this year, and that really is going for mass production. So that, for example, in bottles, which is one of the main markets we're targeting at, that machine will print around about 500 bottles per hour of the standard 70 cl spirit bottle. And so, the minimum quantity required to be printed per hour for a bottle company is around about 900 bottles per hour. So 2 of those machines could easily accommodate that sort of process.
Yeah, that's amazing. And that's kind of using digital printing technology, presumably.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. So you get the mass production performance with the personalization element too. Obviously, you're embarking on new application areas. Are you able to provide sample prints?
Absolutely. That's the absolute key part of our process, sampling, producing proofs for customers. So we have at the moment for the coming 4 or 5 months, we'll be producing them all in the UK. They'll all be produced in the facilities at Tricord. But going forward, I think Stefan mentioned earlier, we're developing experience centres both in Düren in Germany and also in Fiskville in the US. So both those facilities will be able to produce samples for customers to really, again, improve the customer service and turnaround time. But for a simple bottle, for example, the one that Stefan showed earlier, if somebody sends in a design, we can produce a bottle in 48 hours and ship that back out to them. So it really is super quick.
Yeah, that's very cool. Obviously, you're printing lots of different shapes and lots of different applications. One would think that would be difficult to reproduce in terms of accuracy. How accurate is the print?
It's very, very accurate. So our registration from print to print is we can get down to 0.3 millimeters. So it's very, very accurate. Generally, we're working to within 0.5 millimeter, but we can get down to 0.3 millimeters. We have a lot of registration between the image and the product. So they're all registered relative to each other. So we have very little movement as we go forward. And of course, with the prints being digital, the reproduction of the actual image is perfect. So we do have photographic quality. We're working at 1400 by 1400 DPI. So it's very crisp and clear image resolution, but the registration is very accurate as well.
Yeah, cool. And some of the applications you would think might be interested in the technology, perhaps for things like metallics. Is that possible?
So we can't actually print metallics. We use CMYK on inkjet printing. So we are limited to the CMYK dyes. But as we know, the dyes that we use are translucent. So while we can't print metallic colors, we can't print a silver and we can't print a gold, we can use the inks on a metallic background to create some really impressive and beautiful metallic images. And that's, again, I think Stefan's going to throw up the bottle again, but you can see this was printed onto a stainless steel bottle, and you can see the stainless steel shining through the inks. So you get this beautiful metallic sheen on the bottle. Likewise, if you have a silver background, we can just not print onto the silver, then we have that silver coming through. So while we can't print metallics, we can certainly have metallic images.
Yeah, interesting. So yeah, in terms of the actual sort of technical elements there, that's quite useful. Now, another kind of key mega trend that seems to have come out of particularly out of the last 12 months is sustainability. People seem to be talking about it a lot more. It's becoming more of a consumer concern. Is this product actually approved for direct food applications? Is it sort of does it have a sustainable profile, Stefan?
Yeah, so the technology itself, as I showed before, is widely used in, for example, in marks and for dishwash application, and yeah, absolutely. So this is a regulatory topic that is solved. Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
So it's actually okay there. What about recycling? What's the recyclability of the printed objects? Is it?
Yeah, when it comes to recycling and recyclability, there are two elements we should discuss. One is the recyclability of the printed objects. And that's really important to know that when we print into the surface of an object, the ink goes into the first 15 or 20 micron into the surface of the object. And in the recyclability stream, de-inking took place, etc. So we are we can show that's not a problem in the recyclability stream. On the other hand side, we have the recyclability of our film that is used in the printing process. And here we have really designed the product as a monomaterial, that it can be used again in the recycling stream and has not been wasted.
And so on that basis, you would say, is it environmentally friendly?
Yeah, so we really focus on that topic. That's really, really serious to us. And also the whole process is based on water-based inks, and that makes it really sustainable. That's a very sustainable solution also because it enables our customers to produce more local. We have a far shorter supply chain. We have less waste in the production process of the products in comparison to when I produce far away and with more industrial processes that are currently used. So overall, we have here a sustainable solution for our customers.
Yeah, it sounds like you thought about everything. So you've got the kind of personalization, mass production, sustainability, because that's got to be a key driver for some of the key brands that you're potentially selling into. And obviously it's a consumer concern as well. If you're able to personalize, feel good about the environment, but also potentially, I guess some of these personalized goods will cost a bit more, but by the sounds of it, it's not a huge cost for the end user really necessarily. It enables something special without ridiculous prices if you were trying to do it with analog, I suppose. So yeah, it really enables a new possibility. Is there anything you want to finish on, or any final comments you might want to make about Paragon? Obviously, you've got a website and you're starting to speak to people. How should people get in contact with you if they're interested in finding out more? Alan.
So yeah, we have the website. We have an inquiries address on the website. So please send through any inquiries, or if anybody out there wants to know any more information at all, please go via our website and contact us. There's Stefan based in Germany and Switzerland. I'm based in the UK, but like I say, we have people also in America, in Germany. So yeah, we're here, and we'd love to hear from people, whether it's an inquiry for a product or just general, inquiries about our process and what we can do.
And on the speaker profile, each of you have your email details, so they could email you directly from that, and also your LinkedIn connection, so they can connect with you on LinkedIn. So yeah, listen, superb news. I really congratulate your enterprise and innovation. Wish you every success. Sounds like you've already moved to step one. You're working with people already. So I'm expecting my personalized training shoes in the post. Hopefully with the European Championship winning goal on it from England, but yeah, exactly. Maybe that's not possible. But anyhow, congratulations. Thanks so much for joining us both. And I hope to have you back in the future and hear more about the new application areas you're developing with Paragon. So it's great stuff. Thank you very much.